Oh guys, no time for the promo song or promo play. We are directly jumping into winner bracket round of 16, QueNDi C against NaBs. First game is Map Pack Team Random Civilization, and we are looking at Byzantines and Japanese here for Mentalist and Spaden on Baltic. Trying to go for the first denial here. Villager actually fought that one down like a... yeah. Well, that she is. And at the moment, some idle villagers. Let's take a look how they will play this out. Some last fire ship action here. Byzantines against Byzantines. RiuT is going for some water as well. Some raids here against the villagers. Could maybe get some kills here. And getting some castles up here at the side as well, and sniping more villagers. That puts us to 7. We should take the stars and the moon for the flag. What? Good that we're talking about the flag. And that looks like a good start here for Spaden. Getting a lot of water control, but he's getting doubled. But that means that Mentalist at the other side should actually get some kills done. And indeed, he is killing all those villagers that were trying to get the cast up. And that's like 3-4 dead villagers. Military count at the moment. Villagers only for 5 for RiuT. He has most of his army at the water and losing quite a lot of control. Double here. Is that so? Not really, not on land. He's just producing a lot on water. And yeah, let's take a look. It looks like Mentalist maybe can eat those QueNDi C guys alive. That would be pretty sweet. He's controlling, look at that stream of units. He's really going for mass archery ranges, mass castles, mass barracks, and now adding some castles. That's what I wanted to say. Yeah, the 45%. Well, I'm only editing with paint, right, guys? So 45% cuts are pretty tough. Mentalist has a terrible spot for dogs. Yeah, that's why he didn't go for water. Now he could obviously redock here, and that's a problem. Look at that. RiuT is not using his water control. If he had like 20 gallons over here, he would just completely stop the whole stream. Well, maybe Mentalist needs to run around, but that needs so much more micro. And now Mentalist can just push quite nicely and is getting the castle up, is getting the traps up. And at the same time, that's a lot of castles here that are fighting quite nicely. Yeah, he's getting onto some traps, but those Byzantine castles have a lot of HP. Not a lot of gold though. And only now getting onto more TCs. Map control seems to be a bit better for Leaf on that side. But well, Mentalist is just the one with the big push here. Needs to use his traps now. Needs to fight off all those samurais. I'm not sure if RiuT really wants to engage here. Mentalist strong pop 150. Now we see the champions pushing in, hand cannoneers in the back. And I believe RiuT could lose everything. RiuT could be defeated on land here. Finally, he is pushing in here, and now we can see how he's intercepting those streaming units, but seems to maybe be enough. Onagers can maybe do something. Mentalist trying to take a better engagement, and those traps actually sniping down the Onagers. RiuT pop 85 out of 80, and he's desperately trying to get more houses up, but that's not really working for him at the moment. Could make an argument for deleting some ship, because he is not holding on land and he did not save any villagers here. He still has some galleons. Mentalist at the same time doing somewhat of a job of getting back onto the water. And yeah, DM is quick. Agreed. Mentalist continues, and that's a lot of traps here. I believe zero villagers for RiuT. He could get defeated on land. He didn't save any villagers. He is kind of out of this game. Castle getting sniped down. And yeah, it's a 2-on-1 on land now. It's GG. RiuT is tapping this one out, guys. Mentalist and Spaden. I had no land. GG. Okay, says Leaf. Okay. Oh, well. If your teammates won time will say to you, I had no land. The perfect reaction to that is, okay. If he had no land, like he had no land. Spaden and Mentalist taking the first win. Mentalist just going full land. ZeriRap not really reacting perfectly here. And is TLC not used in the M? Well, not but ZeriRap the Pakistani and leave the guy from the US of A. KD, Spain got quite a nice KD actually. All those castles probably against the mass trash of the Byzantines there. And, well, 10 villagers at the end of ZeriRap. Let's take a look at... Well, I believe that's only because of dogs. I'm not sure if that's actually 0 villagers. Or what is that? Ay. Okay, and next we will have Green Arabia, Hunt, and Goth coming our way. I'll show you the game room as well, so you know when it's coming up, and I can answer, did he have a monastery? No, not really. Yeah, a monastery would have been nice. To land a monk, convert a villager, and then rebuild. Yes, it's allowed. Oh, it's allowed, yeah. Oh. Well, for him maybe it's a ramp. Okay guys, then we are jumping. I'd love to finish that casting. I'm in contact with Rubenstock as well, that's why I'm a bit distracted here, but now we can jump into game number 2. Hans and Goth here, and we are seeing Spaden playing the Goth, we can see Mentalist playing the Hunt. On the other side we have ZeriRap playing the Goth and Leaf with the Hunt. Pretty deadly combo of those two. Oh, 2-hand Swordsman, that's a unit we don't see too often here. Out of the Hunt player here. Mentalist not having the greatest start here if you ask me, the building placement just very off, and yeah, I believe that should be a pretty clear win here for ZeriRap and Leaf, the far more experienced DMers here. No pressure really from the Ghost player, and wow, this could be a 15-minute game. Mentalist trying to advance here at the front now. Some barracks from Spain, that's a nice addition for sure. Those are Halberdiers only. Normally should melt, but only some CAs here from Leaf, so not the worst trade-off ever. Now trying to push the right-hand side here, as it seems. Interesting stuff. Spaden only at pop 50 at the moment, here at the 4-minute 30-second mark. That's not a lot, and, well, it feels like Leaf and ZeriUp are just running them over. That's a lot of Halberdier and Scorpion out, though. And explained by building placement. Compare Leaf. Well, that's not the best building placement either, but normally you want to have like all buildings super close and always one tile away. Oh, let's take a look at that Scorpion mass first. Halberdier's now trying to close the distance against the Paladins. And yeah, after that fight I can explain what I meant. That was actually a pretty good engagement here for Mentalist. ZeriUp just heavily out of position here, not protecting the Scorps properly. And suddenly, Mentalist, pop 110 against ZeriUp's 60, and he is just suddenly running ZeriUp over. One time out of position, but yeah, Leaf is just in a pretty controlling position here. Oh, and Spaden is not really getting army out. Oh, he's dying before he can actually fight. He needs to regroup in the back. Ay, that's so ugly, that's so ugly. Ay, KD is now so bad. For him, he's losing unit after unit. Rams are coming over. Obviously, that's not too important against the Ross player. He can just build barracks somewhere else, but pop 40 for him. And KD not getting better at all. Trying to get some into the barracks, but not all. And this game is just so over. At the same time, Mentalist did quite a nice job here. Got ZeriUp out of position. And yeah, but that's over now as well, as it seems. Trying to push some more. ZeriUp, he can get up to his numbers, and here the building placement is just way too far off. What is NaBs flag? That's the official NaBs flag, guys. It's not a country, it's just NaBs. I didn't make it up. Universal law of Pornadia. Okay, populations now we have 170 compared to 240. That's still doable, I would say. How do we look on village account? Whoa, ZeriUp only at 8 here. Maybe NaBs was underestimated by me. But just the losses here of Spaden were way too big, I believe. They want to make universal love to their opponent. Not sure if that's what it means. Let's take a look at Spaden. He does not have a lot of food left, and where is his food eco? Not the greatest yet. To be precise, he is at 6 farmers and at 24 food. We'll get some troubles now. At the same time, let's take a look. Mentalist, can he maybe give him some food? He's at 2k and has 11 farmers, so that's somewhat of a no as well. ZeriUp almost no builds. Yeah, he was at 8 builds just 2-3 minutes ago, but Spaden is losing this, and I said a 15-minute game, actually it was even a 12-minute game. Well, DMers are used to playing this matchup quite a bit, and we wanted to add it so that the DMers can feel good for once, because the settings are very uncommon for them with all the different maps, all the different civilizations, but I wanted to give them a small bone there. I'm not talking about my small bone. KD of, yeah, Spaden. Well, that was just a waste of 100 units there, and then he had no food left. And then it was all over. At the same time, ZeriUp kind of out of position. I think he underbuilt Huskarls there. But, well, happens. Nili rigged the settings in DM's favor. A DM tournament where DMers can actually win? What the F is he doing? Call him Nostradamus. That's a good one. Oh god. Guys, Captain's mode can get tricky. Heutzer of Age of Empires 2. Well, the guys who don't know Heutzer, he was a guy fixing games in the German League Cup and like very important soccer games in Germany, and yeah, got busted. Was actually from Hamburg, I believe. I have a friend who was friends with him or like knew him, and he got like his apartment got swatted as well. Look at him, and he hosts an arena tournament where all the arena players getting eliminated. That's the ideal thing. And does F11 work here as well? That's sweet. So now we have the TIFF draft for Baltic. Let me see if I can get the game room. It is wrong. Okay. Oh well, yeah, they only had AOTs if. At least got a better ending than the other refs who cut his veins after he got called out. What is Heutzer doing now? Okay, here we go. TIFF picks. So those are the global bans. Spain for NaBs is global banning Burmese. Now we global ban Goth. We are still playing Baltic. And so now we have the bans only for your enemy. Can you move the green thing in the schedule? Did I do it wrong? Oh yeah. Did that. Okay, now global bans were Mayans and Koreans? Mayans? Okay, so we now have Spanish against Slavs. Now we have 2 more bans for the opponents. And then some picks. Even so, Spanish, Mongols, Khmer Italians. Did they know what maps we were playing? Spain? That's weird. So we have Frank Slavs against Korean Spanish. So is QueNdi will probably win water, and the NaBs will go for only land. I'll let you take another look at it. So Spanish Koreans are extremely good on water. Slav Franks are extremely good on land. Well. Yeah. Slavs for the M all the way. Siege. Well. Also, they have the house team bonus. Strong. French are top tier water. Well, are they? Le Titanic. Jared, I believe we got it now. French are even top tier camel Civ. I thought they were top tier arbalest Civ. Did you adapt good in 2K Rezo? I'm not using 2K Rezo, I'm using 1080p. But yeah, when I originally got it, I adapted quite fast, yeah. Top tier berry Civ. Yeah, that's true. Especially on DM where you only have one bush. 1080 is 1920 times 1080. That's the standard one. Yeah. By the way, guys, we're going 3 hours live without dropping so far. Friends are top tier babe Civ. Okay, is that so? Okay guys, then we are jumping into game number 3. It is Baltic, it was Captain's Mode. And we are looking into the civilizations of Spaden playing the Slavs. We have his teammate Mentalist playing the Franks. And we have Leaf playing Spanish, RiuT playing the Koreans. And yeah, obviously water should go into favor of the Spanish and Koreans, but the question is, can they hold on land? And actually Spain is even going for some water. I think that's not the most clever decision. I think they just should have rushed, maybe even both rush at the same site. Aye. Schedule has changed, guys. And that's a lot of stables and barracks. Mattheus is really going crazy. Maybe at that point you could add some houses. But, well, now some champions, going for some castles, fast fire ship. And he's going Korean fast fire ship. What? I mean, that's not how it works. And he's getting rushed by his teammate. What is going on here? Okay. Well, let's take a look. Most important thing is, can Mentalist do the same thing he did before? And can they maybe push on land, control 3 corners, drag out into a long game with only land, or maybe even kill him fast? For now, it seems like Spaden won't be able to do too much damage to the area on land. Actually, a fast market here out of the Korean player. It's kind of weird as well. And yeah, those TaToH ships should just wreck everything. I believe Spaden shouldn't really go on water here. But, well, that's just me. For now, Leaf, he needs to hold here as well. Not the greatest usage of water again. Again, that should be the spot where you have 5 cannon galleons and 5 normal galleons. Castle is up. Oh, Mentalist, he's just continuing with his stream, but maybe he's running out of resources at one point. Let's take a look at Mentalist's resources. Look at that. No more gold left. Food only down to 4k, but he's continuing to push, and Leaf is having troubles here. Uh-oh, losing more villagers. And Leaf is down to 10 villagers now. And most of them are actually in the castle. Let's go maybe into his point of view. What is he really doing now? He is having all those villagers over here in that castle. And it's looking not too great for them. 50 pop again. Yeah, they won water. But does it really matter? If you are completely defeated on land. Now even the paladins taking care of the fast fire ship here. Where are the traps coming? They went full land, damn. What a surprise! What a surprise! They picked Frank Slavs, and they are surprised that their enemies went full water against Korean Spanish. What a huge surprise. Okay. Okay, let's GB. Aye. Zeri rep? No, okay. Well, he can send some TaToH over, but Mentalist just erasing another player on Baltic here. Just swiping him off the land on this very water-based map normally. But the enemies didn't really play this too perfectly. And 2-1 now for the NaBs, for the underdogs here. Let me take a look at the seeding list again. We are seeing seed number 6 against seed number 11. QueNdi C is seed number 6, so they are the favorites here to take this series, but, well, not if they are playing like this. Mentalist, 126 military. On the other side, Leaf only at 45 and lost so much. Not the greatest reaction. Mentalist actually even using the market, something he should not have done, but Frank's not having guilds. Ay. What a screw up by the QueNdis. QueNdi did not play that too smart, did they? Well, I'd say no. Power of the Canadians is too strong? Maybe that. Is this tournament going to be another meme like Mars Arena where the RMers smashing the DMers? Maybe. Max's Golden Crater, Persians, and Khmer again. Autocorrect on Twitch? There's no autocorrect on Twitch. I think it has to be in your browser plugin or something. Do you and Room should consider yourself RM or DM players? Probably both consider RM players. Yeah. At least like... Yeah, I think so. Like I'm certainly not a DM player. So if you only give me two options, I always would have said I'm a mixed player. Oh, the can't love Nili High is denying the pyramid. MTV and Nili. What's the browser? Does anyone know how to move streamer logo and title on top left in full screen? I heard that bug quite a bit. It seems like you just need to re-click, open, close, move the mouse a bit to the side. Ivy, hey. Seems like it was better in the old days. Does anyone know how to make math? Yes. Do you know how to make math? I would never answer yes to that question. So why did you bother asking? Okay guys, let's jump into game number 4. It is Khmer and Persians on Golden Crater. And we have Spaden with a pretty fast start here, playing the Khmer. His teammate changed his color, is now Persian player Mentalist. Very short distance against Khmer Zerirap. And we have Leaf pretty much in the middle of the map. And we are fighting for all that gold here in the middle, in that crater area. There's a potential chance that we could see elephants in this one. And there's also potential that we could see some scorpions. Let's take a look. Mentalist is playing this unconventional. Let's take a look how Zerirap will play this. Some raids over to the Persian player as well. That siege workshop could get denied. Let's take a look what the elephant can do. Actually 2 hits. Wow. Elephant 2 hits a villager. Like the elite battle elephant from Khmer. Zerirap is asking for the focus on the villagers, and they are inside, and Mentalist, they are in some troubles here. Down to 7 villagers, that one is getting down as well. Could maybe even focus that one, and indeed he's going down as well. And suddenly he's looking at a solid 4 villagers, make that 5 now. Pop 14 for him. Leaf is in some troubles as well though. But he's still got a castle up, he has some monasteries, which is, I'm not sure if that's too clever against Khmer, honestly. Where's the best building placement here? Well, that looks somewhat solid. That is absolutely good. Maybe the houses could be a bit closer. Mentalist build is pretty crappy. And Zerirap, well, that's how it should look like. That's somewhat ideal. Maybe a house over here would really help out, but yeah, and that you can see. Now Really Punish loses another villager. He still doesn't have a single castle up. The Mentalist at 7. And look at that, 20 pop for him. He will just die. At the same time, well, yeah, just more buildings, more buildings. That's the main difference. That he has more barracks, more stables, a castle, 2 monasteries. Compare that to 5 barracks and now the second castle. Hiding in houses helps in the DM start. I absolutely hate it, because sometimes I have them queued up on houses and then I have 5 villagers that aren't shown at idols. Or like they're just queued up in the house. Absolutely hate that. Was Khmer a good start? Well, that's how Khmer are designed, right? They are the stronger of the 2 civilizations for sure. Trying to go for another attack here. Leaf getting his castles up. Heavy on the Harvard accounts. We'll put a lake in the crater next time to help NaBs. Well, not really going to happen. Mentalist now at pop 50 against pop 100. And Zerirap just pushing and pushing further. And yeah, those scorpions are just wrecking the elephants now. No chance for Mentalist here. And this has to be the 2-2. And it feels like pure land-based maps are the better thing for the QueNdis here. And the 2 water maps so far went into favor of the 2 NaBs players. Somewhat like we would have expected it. Not the way how it was played out, how we expected it, but yeah. Just a strong push here by Zerirap, and that's just so many elephants. Trap still uncontested. Castle's very low on HP. I think I would have loved to see him kill 1 castle first before going for the second one. But yeah, no chance for Mentalist to come back here. Same time, some Harbidiers full Leaf. Taking an okayish engagement here. And now he's on War Elephants himself. Getting that castle down, and Well, Mentalist is on 5 castles now. Oh, that's a lot of... Oh, and seems like Khmer do not have Herstory. Okay, let's take a look at the ecos now. Well, some farms here for Mentalist. Not too many. At the same time, some for Spaden as well. Would love to see more from Zeri. Certainly more from Leaf as well. So all of them pretty much at the limit with the villagers. 19 only here, or 18 only for Leaf actually. That's not a lot. And Spaden still in a good spot, and maybe Spaden can win this game because no one built army? Or was I calling it? But Mentalist survived? And Spain is winning it? Look at the population, guys. Spain could own this game. Did TheViper throw this one? I was already casting it like, okay, how will game 5 go? But he's controlling the whole middle. He has mass amount of traps. I wasn't even calling it too early, I just has a pure misread of the situation. Spain has over 90 villagers. That's as well. He's playing just a beautiful game. Mass Scorpion can go into more battle elephants. Can Rex Zeri rep here as well. Let's take a look. That's just a fight that Zeri will never win. Well, some rams coming over, maybe they can do something. Some attack from the side. But those are mainly Scorpion, mainly Halberdiers. Oh, I can't even really say. I believe that was a nice double here. All the Scorpions now of Spain died. Trying to get a castle up here. Sunny population look a bit closer again. Now Mentalist can come over, but that's a lot of monks here. Let's take a look, can they maybe get some converts in against all those elephants that are poorly positioned, if you ask me. Zeri is saying, ask? How many resources he have? How does he have so much food and wood? That's just sick. I'm trying to set some trade up. At the moment 10 trades to 14. The people aren't going for that too much. Gold control quite reasonably well for Zeri, but that's a lot of elite war elephants still able to raid all that. And that's a scary army still. Trying to go for some push over here. People are now starting to add some monks. Uh-oh, and those elephants, if they can close down the distance against the Scorpion, and that's what they are doing now, they can get some good kills. Got all the villagers over here as well, getting some kills over here. And suddenly Mentalist. There's a guy pushing. Zeri did really throw this one. Payton, the only guy with the 30 pop advantage, but they have the gold control at the moment. Somewhat at least. Mentalist. Trying to go for more gold. Payton is there as well, holding another aggressive castle. And look at that, no gold control at all. At the moment, well, he's trying to go for some more over here. Those poor elephants. Do you think the macro is very bad? No. Like, they're all one of the like part of the best players in the world. No one that I will cast in this tournament has bad macro. It's just like so many clicks that you have as a human being. It is a super tough game. We're playing in fast speed. Make onagers. Well, they aren't too bad. Oh, that outpost actually is getting up. Yeah. more Scorpions going down out of every rep here. Mentalist getting another castle up, and they are stabilizing. Look at that, pop 180, pop 170. And those Scorpions are going down. And that's another raid into the gold. Are they getting this gold? Yes, they are. But now Zerryrep with only 15 trade cards needs to pull villagers. Sending more bad elephants over. It looks like Mentalist is on a very good spot here. It seems like everyone is getting onto their nice amount of villagers as well. Spaden is pushing this so nicely though. Look at that. 3 traps out, mass amount of Scorpions, bedded elephants, and he is just pushing like a madman here. Pretty happy with how he is playing, and he is really performing well on this one. The trade is running pretty nicely as well. Obviously going through the start base here, that's not too great. Would love to see him delete some of that later on. But for now, trade advantage is just pretty nice for them. And they still have more gold control. Let's take a look. Zerryrep at 49 gold. At the same time, Leaf is looking at 1.6k actually. How did you get onto that much gold? Well, investing in bombard cannons that instantly die. Oh, yeah. Elephants now sniping down those traps. That's pretty sweet for them. Trying to micro the Scorpions. Obviously not the greatest thing ever. Oh, yeah, pretty ugly. We'll always get some losses if the elephants are getting on there. And suddenly Leaf is holding this. But only for some time, I believe, because we have the big push here. And even some paladins now trying to go for the raids. And yeah, that's just a beautiful, beautiful control. Oh, look at that Mentalist! He has so mass amount of elite war elephants, just trying to go for the big heal. And then he can attack over and over again. Maybe ate a lot of Scorpion shots, and yeah, they are low HP. Maybe just trying to heal them up, get some eco rolling, maybe give some resources to Spaden, and then they will go for the next attack here. Seems like he is happy with that amount of HP. And we'll push in here. And maybe could end the game if all those war elephants are coming over. Leaf does not have the greatest numbers at the moment. Are you impressed by NaBs' performance? Yes. First upset at the tournament? No. Seed 7 against Seed 11. It's possible. That should be the second closest game of them all, right? Or Seed 7 against 10 or something? Yeah, so... And having Baltic twice, all makes sense. What do you think about messing some CA rating trade? Not too bad, but can also be cleared up quite easily. And this matchup actually would be quite fun and under build for sure. But yeah, you need to hold your front, and if you are low on wood and gold, you absolutely want to invest it into Scorps first. But if everyone is like maxed out, you could go for it. But yeah, in this case, you can see Spaden is just rolling over Leaf here, and that was a pretty tough game for sure. Now going for some more paladins, trying to go for the raids. Feels like Zerryrep can hold for now. More monks for Mentalist. But the game has to be over. I already called it into the other direction, but this time I'm a bit more sure. And indeed, GG, and this is 3-2 in favor of our... Oh, what? 3-1? 3-1 for NaBs now. Oh, okay. Game number 5 coming up now, and that's again probably a win for the two QueNDi C players, but it's against Captain's Mode, so they can screw up. We will see. Achievements. Okay, guys, I just got the confirmation that we will instantly after the series finishes play against Slam and Spring. So that's great. Spain got a lot done, and economy. Let's take a look. Food. Mentalists in Spain got so much more gold, so much more for them as well. Yeah, just the control of the middle, the better food eco. Pretty nice. The two DMers, or the two QueNDi C players, didn't really get, wanted the best eco that fast. Let's take a look at the TIF picks. We are now looking into Prairie, so no hills. Both teams not able to camp on hills because there are none on this map. How did Mentalists survive the beginning? Zeriap screwing up a bit, not having enough traps. He only had 1 trap. If he had like 4 traps, he would have killed. You need to heat your fingers. My fingers actually are super cold, yeah. I need to do some pretty soon. Yeah. QueNDi A is going to win all. Possibly. So, veto on Burmese and Khmer. Now, vetoing for your enemies are Huns and Franks. So, NaBs could now pick Franks. QueNDi C could now pick Huns. And QueNDi C indeed is going for Franks. Slavs for NaBs. Do you think the Slav Timotheus is the best in the game for DM? Probably. Probably yes. Saracens and Persian band. Interesting. Huns. So we need something that survives against Franks. We need something. Spanish Slavs against Franks Celts. Interesting. So we could see pretty similar compositions there. Paladins from the Spanish and the Franks, Siege, and Halberdiers from the Slav and the Celts. I'm curious how they will play this out. Ay. Are you nervous or tense concerning your upcoming games? Not at all. Ooh. Limp is just such a good tournament organizer. Just so active. Always there, admitting, promoting the game, being helpful. So good. Editing AOC calendars on the fly. Feels like a restart, guys. Let's jump into it. Don't get overexcited yet. Okay, so we're seeing Slavs and Spanish against the Franks and Celts. We're starting with 2 hussars, and that looks like, oh god, that could be a solid start here. Oh, Spaden getting a lot of villagers. Let's take a look. Is he getting 1? Is he getting 2? Yes. And at the same time, he will maybe save all of them. Yes, he will, at least for now. Very low on HP, so that looks pretty good for Spaden so far. And at the same time, Leaf lost some villages as well. Are they calling the restart here or not? It seems like no, so we will play this out. Kind of weird here. And they double me. Okay, I think that should have been the spot where Zeri and Leaf absolutely tried to restart. But, well, that's only me. And the Emmers aren't really used to getting that restarting stuff. And yeah, they just go heavily onto the Celt player here. But that means Franks can go for a massive amount of Paladins. We'll see about that later on. Halberdier is obviously pretty solid for defense as well. And going down to a solid 2 villagers here. And those are now at the top. 1 villager. And he could even focus down on that one. Paladin is coming out. And he will snag that one. So that means we are down to 0 villagers here for ZeriRep. Now 1 in his TC. That means he's stuck on 4 single barracks and nothing more. And we see Mentalist just going full ham, even got the market, is producing into that direction. ZeriRep in a world of trouble here. Mentalist and Spaden going for the big surprise here. Just continuing with the full focus. Is he trying to snipe down more villagers? 13 HP is that one. And getting more siege works up here in the back, but Paladins, is he seeing that? Where is all the army of blue? Leaf, why is he not producing everything over there? Let's take a look, trying to outpost wall this, but that's not really going to work. Going for a house. And more outposts here. Remember guys, we have no wall mod, but now the outpost is broken. That villager is going down again. We are down to 2 villagers again. ZeriRep and Leaf, they are getting eliminated after losing against early rushes from our Emmers, either on land when it comes to Baltic or in the very first minutes here of the Prairie game. Mentalist and Spaden will advance 4-1 because ZeriRep at the moment is at pop 4, and that will be it. You should have gone 10 stables. Now the blaming game begins, and yeah, those aren't enough stables probably, and especially with Celts at the teammate. He didn't really need to go for a lot of Halberdiers. And G to the G. Mentalist and Spaden advancing into the winner bracket round of 8. Leaf and ZeriRep will start the blaming game. 4-1 for the NaBs guys. Good stuff. Yeah, eliminated into the loser bracket, I wanted to say. Yeah, eliminated from the winner bracket. Yeah. And Spaden, oh, look at that, how he's even setting up the eco and everything. Didn't get raided at all. Ay. Okay, next up is our game. Rubenstock against Slam and Spring. How are they called again?